Adewale Agboke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Today we're gonna continue to talk about my superhero stuff like I like to do every week. Last week I talked about Malcolm X. That was an amazing episode. But today I'm gonna focus on Bionic Six. That's right, Bionic Six, an animated series from the 1980s. Yes, this amazing cartoon series right here. If you ever watch Bionic Six, it's one of the cartoons that came out in the golden age of animation. Some say 1980s golden age of animation. It was part of that group of cartoons: Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Captain Planet. No, Captain Planet was in 1980s. What was the other one? Voltron, Brave Star, Defenders of the Earth, cartoons like that, man. So it came out in the 1980s. Y'all give me a second, man. I gotta straighten out this the banner. Oh wow, it's right here. There we go. Sorry, the banner was crooked. I had to straighten that out. Thank y'all. But yo, that cartoon came out in the 1980s, man. What an amazing cartoon. Bionic Six. It was one of those cool cartoons that you got to. It was a family affair cartoon, as I like to call it, man. And it was like 5 families that came together. Well, it started off with Bionic One, and then of course the kids and the wife all joined and eventually became Bionics themselves. And the next thing you know, you got an amazing thing. But before we get into this amazing podcast, man, we want to thank our sponsors. This Science Fiction podcast is brought to you by Homeland Fashions, home of authentic African fashion and accessories from the motherland. That's right, Homeland Fashions, home of authentic African accessories from the motherland. Homeland Fashions, they discover, as I told you, the CEO, president of the company, Tracy Agboke, will be coming on the show in the future to talk to us about all the cool custom gear that they're doing over here in San Francisco. And look, if you're wondering, check this out. Look at this. This is apparel right here. Cardiac Assassin Universe. You got Cardiac Assassin t-shirt, male apparel, t-shirt and sweatpants, and then you got the female on this side right here. Escalade with sport leggings on there. So Homeland Fashions and Accessory, man. It's a premier website, so get ready for it. It will be coming up soon. Trust me, they're working on the website. It looks amazing. So I've been part of that. So just having Homeland Fashions as a sponsor is definitely a great thing. We will have Tracy Agboke on the show to let us know exactly what's going on with Homeland Fashion, man. So that's definitely important. And this podcast, Sound Vision Podcast, also brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, search Tigler. Don't wait, that's Tigler.com, y'all. That's Tigler.com. Don't wait, that's Tigler.com, y'all. So Tigler is owned and operated by Tayo Adetayo Agboke. He's running one of the amazing, he's one of the greatest CEOs out there in the universe, in the galaxy, and his only owns Tigler. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the chat, everybody, man. Thanks for joining me. Elu2094, cool dude. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well, man. Sorry for the late chat, but hey, it's Bionic Six, man. Thank y'all for joining me. All 23 people that are in the chat right now. Appreciate all of y'all. Fireball. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Sound Vision Podcast, episode number 224. Thank you. 10,000 subs would be awesome. Hey, I'll take that, man. Are you kidding me? I'd just be happy right now if I get to 1,200 subs. That's the ultimate first goal right there, man. So please, definitely subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. And let me just introduce y'all these sponsors real fast, and we'll get to this amazing episode. This cartoon is an amazing cartoon. Trust me, it's a must watch. It's something that is new. Thank you, appreciate that, man. Thank you. And so all of y'all, this podcast, all the Sound Vision Podcast, also brought to you by Tigler, owned and operated by one of the greatest CEOs out there in the galaxy, the best CEO out there in the galaxy, Adetayo Agboke. Thank you so much. Ilil Pero, thank you so much. Shout out. Appreciate everybody joining me, man. I don't even know what that word means. I don't know what that means. Some of people say some acronyms I don't understand, but anyway. Tigler.com. You also search Tigler.com. Owned and operated by Tayo Agboke. He's one of the greatest CEOs out there in the galaxy. I had him on a few episodes back. I think it was episode number 173, but they're definitely going to be bringing him back on again to talk about Tigler and how it's growing and where it's going so far. And y'all know I'm going to talk about the comic book. In fact, y'all give me a second. Let me grab something real quick. So today's going to be simple, man. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Hey, all right, y'all. I'm right back. My bad. I had to go. And you know what I'm saying? So Tigler, this is the Tigler logo right here, owned and operated by Adetayo Agboke. So if you need plumbers, pediatricians, and everything between, search Tigler. Do not wait. That's Tigler.com. And Tigler is located in 2 locations, in the East Coast, in the Virginia area, and also in the West Coast, Long Beach, Los Angeles area. So if you're in either one of those places, go to Tigler.com, search, don't wait, Tigler.com, y'all. And this podcast also brought to you by Anadil Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Like Anadel foot and ankle, make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. Anadel is owned and operated by Dr. Nero Nasode, right? One of the greatest foot specialists in the galaxy right there. The best foot specialist in the galaxy right there. Owned and operated by Anadel, and they're in the Dallas, Texas, and the Frisco, Texas area. And look, when I talk about foot pain, y'all, it's because of these right here. I have pain-free, no more plantar fasciitis. You know what I'm saying? So Dr. Neosoda and his amazing team created this custom orthotics for me, for my feet. Now I'm pain-free. And as y'all well know, I got my own set of sneakers now. The Batas footwear line is on and popping. And guess what else? The Batas footwear line. How y'all doing? Welcome to the chat, everybody. Hope y'all doing well. Hi, everybody. Hi, I can't see y'all's name, but hey, hi to everybody. So welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to Sound Vision Podcast, episode number 224. Unbelievable. Episode number 224. So, yo, AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. So, I appreciate all of y'all joining the chat now. Look, let's talk about this Bionic 6 amazing cartoon right here. I know some of y'all know Bionic 6. And if you don't, well, I'm about to educate you on it. Look right here. Bionic 6 right here. 1980s animated series. Amazing episode. Now, look, let me get some info on it for y'all because I can freestyle this. Thank you so much, Ilapero. Appreciate that. I would love to get a bunch of subs. The goal is to get to 1,200 next, and then after that, hopefully beyond that, man. You know what I'm saying? But those are drawings right there that's available on my website. I'm actually gonna put, give me a second, y'all. I'm actually gonna put my website into the chat so y'all can check it out. But I'm also gonna put my comic book, this book right here, the first official Carjacks for Assassins comic book is now available on soundvision.com. That's right. Carjacks for Assassins comic book available now on soundvision.com. Can you believe it, man? I have my own comic series, man. Yeah, that thing is beautiful, baby. Let me break it out, and then I'm going to get to the Bionic 6. So I'm going to let y'all look at this for a little bit right there. So please subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely hit the notification button. So, yo, first official Carjacks for Assassins comic book is out now, man. I know, it's sick as hell. Available on soundvision.com. I'm going to copy 2 links into the chat for y'all. The comic book and my website. So y'all can check it out while you're streaming with me right now. So there we go. So y'all, make sure y'all, let me put this in the chat. There we go. So y'all, and also too, let me put my comic book in the chat too as well, man. So now look, let's get to this, man. So the episode today is about the Bionic 6, man, an animated series from the 1980s. From the 1980s. And for a lot of y'all, I don't know if some of y'all have watched the cartoon, but man, that cartoon was one of the greatest cartoons you've ever seen. It was one season, 65 episodes. And back then, man, they used to make all kinds of the seasons were long as I don't know what, man. I mean, you were getting like 65 episodes, which is never gonna happen again. So let me give y'all the breakdown of Bionic 6, man. Let's get this cartoon started, man. And if y'all wondering, that post I just showed y'all, that post is available on my website on soundvision.com. So look, let's start off with the origins, man. This guy right here, the Bionic 6, these guys right here, it was created in give me a second. I think it was 1987. I am pretty sure. I know I'm freestyling off top. Yep. April 19th to November 12th, 1987. So it went for one season, 65 episodes. Actually, 2 seasons, excuse me. Wow, 2 seasons. So I guess they're broken down to 30 episodes apiece. So it was created by Ron Friedman, written by Ron Friedman and Gordon Bresak, Greg Miller, and Mark Nelson. And it was directed by Osamu Dezaki. So it's mostly Japanese direction, but it was created by, I think it might have been American artists. Yeah, American creators. Yes, it was correct. So basically, in 1987, the animated television series came around. It was produced and animated by TMS Entertainment and distributed through the first run syndication by MCA Television, which is an American television network, years before the later company became NBC Universal, whatever. Renowned Japanese animation director Osamu Dezaki was involved as chief supervising director, and his distinctive style, as seen in Go 13 or Cobra, is evident throughout the episodes. Character designs were by Nobuturi Yuki. So there was a lot of Japanese influence on this animation, man, which is no reason why, which is probably not a surprise why I like the cartoon so much, because it had a Japanese style to it. There's no doubt about that. And so the title characters of the series are a family of machine-enhanced human beings, each possessing unique powers after being augmented with a bionic technology. Each family member is given specific bionic powers, and thus they form a superhero team called the Bionic Six. Like, for example, you had Bionic 1, who was the dad. You had Mother 1, who was the mother. You had Rock 1, who was the daughter. You had IQ, who was one of the sons. Karate 1, another son. And then Sport 1 was the other son, was a baseball guy. So IQ was the smartest one out of everybody, the whole group. It was super strong. Bionic 1 had all kinds of bionics, whether it was super strength and anything else you can think of, he had it. Mother 1 had a lot of telepathy power. Rock 1 had speed, which was totally crazy. Sport 1 could do any kind of sport. Basically, had all kinds of powers from all kinds of sports. Yeah, thank all y'all for joining me. Appreciate all y'all joining the chat tonight, man. It's been amazing. Thank y'all for joining me so much, man. Appreciate y'all. Welcome to another episode of Savage Art Life. My name is Adewale Booker Jr., episode number 224, Bionic 6. Thank y'all for joining me. I know it's late, but hey, y'all with me, so I appreciate y'all, man. It's gonna be awesome 45 minutes of episode, probably 45 minutes, man. You know what I mean? But yo, now let me get to breaking down Bionic 6 to y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. So please, if you're here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. Thank y'all for joining me. Now look, basically the way the cartoon works is one day Bionic 1 is then in the Himalayas or something on vacation. Then all of a sudden, a spacecraft creates an earth avalanche in the snow region where they were at. All of a sudden, Bionic 1 has got to transform. Then his kids find out that, oh man, he's the Bionic superhero that's been on TV. I know it's funny. If you ever watch the episode, because the episode is on Hulu. I know, excuse me, not Hulu, but I'm on YouTube. Oh my God, on YouTube. Excuse me, y'all. I just got off work, but I'm still hyped up and excited because I wanted to record this episode so bad. On a family screen ship, so they were, and then it turns to the Bionic 1. So on a family screen ship, it becomes Bionic 1, and that's how really the origins of the Bionic 6 really comes around. And also I forgot Dr. Sharp. He's another integral character that helped them to. Appreciate all of y'all joining the chat. Thank y'all for joining me. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Y'all are amazing. So please check out the website, soundvision.com. I've put the link of the website in the chat, but I'm also putting the link of the comic book in the chat too. So for all of y'all who want to see what my comic book looks like, the first official Carjack for Assassin comic book is now available on soundvision.com. You got to go visit, man. You got the Carjacks, you got the assassins, heroes and villains. This universe is amazing right here. Look at this right here, man. Carjack for Assassins. Can you believe it? I have a comic book of my own. And look, I'm gonna copy the link of the comic book into the chat. So thank all of y'all for joining me. Appreciate all of y'all being part of this amazing episode tonight. Episode number 224. Amazing as it is. Thank you so much. And the views on it tonight already amazing, man. So thank all of y'all for joining me. So now look, back to the Bionics, man. So that's how the Bionic 6 got formed. And then, like I said, this is a funny thing I'm reading. On a ski vacation in the Himalayas, an alien spacecraft triggers an avalanche that buries the entire family, exposing them to the unusual radiation of a mysterious buried object. Jack frees himself but discovers his family in a comatose state. Theorizing that Jack's bionics protected him from the radiation, Professor Sharp implants bionic technology in the others, awakening them. Afterward, the family operates incognito as a public lauded team of adventuring superheroes known as the Bionic Six. So Bionic 6 is such a cool cartoon. Y'all don't understand. If you never watched it, which I will show you the animation intro, maybe you can go get an episode on YouTube, man, and catch your episode. Trust me, you want to catch them. So that's the Bionic 6 right there. Now, next up is the history of the Bionic 6. So Bionic 6, as I told y'all, was a cartoon created in the 1980s. Particularly, it started off in the 1987. The episodes went from April 19th to November 12th, 1987. Cartoons back then, man, it was crazy the amount of time they were getting. And the amount of episodes, it was just a lot of work back then. And I guess back then, man, they actually had respect for creating cartoons, intros, and all that. But when the cartoon first came around, it went through various, I don't want to call it ownership, but it was like, how do I say it? TMS Entertainment, MCA Television, which eventually became NBC Universal, was operating the cartoon. So they got a lot of Japanese help, animators and creators to work with them. A lot of big name guys too as well in terms of the Japanese direction, because That's one of the reasons why the cartoon itself looked Japanese style. And I will show you intros of it. But it was from it was, I guess the cartoon was based in 1990s. So at that time, it was like unspecified decades, but someone's saying it was 1999, which isn't that far off away from 1987. So it's kind of funny. But the team was created by Dr. Sharp to save the rest of the Bionic members' lives. Bionic 1 took his family to Professor Sharp, who's the one who turned him into Bionic 1, and so was able to turn the others into Bionic 1, and then gave birth to Mother 1, IQ, Sport 1, Rock 1, Karate 1. And so each person had a certain set of powers, and they all, I don't think they would have never known that they had powers if, excuse me, y'all, if, hey, thank you all for joining me. Thank you. Welcome to the Vision podcast, Vision Art Life. My name is Adawa Bookie. This is episode number 224. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate y'all's positivity. I know it's late, but I did not want to go to sleep while I recorded this episode this week. I didn't want to go to next week. I wanted to focus on this week. I don't like skipping episodes, man. I really don't. Sometimes I do, but today I wasn't trying to skip it. I got off work and got straight to doing the podcast, man. So thank y'all for joining me. Appreciate all of y'all. And please subscribe, like, and definitely hit the notification button. And please check out the website, sunvision.com, for the cool latest comic book that we got coming out now. Carjacks for Assassins Training Day. Yes, I got my own comic book out now. Trust me, it's a must read. It's a must have. You got to go get it, y'all. So look, back to the Bionic Six. So that's the history of the Bionic Six. They really were a family based on like science, brought together, doing normal stuff. Literally a general family that got superhero powers and they became a superhero team. So, and I'm going to break down each one of the characters later, but the whole family comes together and all of a sudden they decide, you know what? Let's start defending the world and the universe. I think the whole cartoon honestly was based in Northern California, which is true. It was based in probably San Francisco area. It's more like it. That's really what gave the cartoon a more family vibe. Thank all of y'all, man. Appreciate all of y'all who've been hitting the like button. Please subscribe, hit the like, and hit the notification button. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate y'all, man. Vision Podcast, Art and Life, y'all. Vision Podcast, Art and Life. Thank you so much for joining. So that's the history of the Bionic Six. Now I'm going to get into the characters because explaining the characters is the only way to really explain these guys. So the characters, right? I'm gonna break down each one, starting off with Bionic 1. Bionic 1. Now, y'all give me a second because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get y'all pictures so you can see each character one at a time. So y'all give me a second. Let me get this thing right quick. Bionic 6 characters. Y'all give me a second. Because it's the only way I can really explain it to y'all. Thank all of y'all for joining me, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. This is let me see, give me a second. Bionic 6 characters. Forget this. Alright, so Bionic 6 characters. Okay, so here we go. Y'all, I'm gonna flip my camera so y'all can see it. Oh man, they ain't got Bionic 1. Okay, there we go. I'm about to say. Alright, y'all, look, check this out. Let's start off with Bionic 1. So Bionic 1 is this dude right here. Right? Bionic 1. That's the first one, the first character. He's the first Bionic 1. So Bionic 1, he's an engineer, an expert test pilot, and secret agent known as the world as Bionic 1. He's basically the guy who's the father of all the kids, and he basically turns he's been a Bionic, right? But the rest of the family didn't know, and then they only find out in the ski avalanche episode when they were in a comatose. Literally, the rest of the family fell into coma. So he has super strength, enhancements, speed, agility, guile. He's got strength, but not to the strength of IQ strength, but he does have strength. So each person has a different character. So Bionic 1 is the father of all the kids. It's a whole family cartoon, literally. Every member in the family. Now, I want you to keep in mind, 2 of the kids are adopted. IQ and Karate 1 are adopted. Rock 1 and Sport 1 are the actual biological kids of Mother 1 and Bionic 1. For a lot of you don't know that. So I want to get that out the way. So Bionic 1 is the father of the family. He's the first one to have bionic powers, right? So once he gets the powers, the family realize they don't have any. So once they have that avalanche accident, like I was telling you about, all the rest of them get powers. So Bionic 1 is the leader of the team, also too. Him and Mother 1 are basically serving as the parents. So not only are their kids part of the superhero team, but they themselves as parents are part of the superhero team, which is really weird because you're on a mission, and your kids are they're teenagers. So what's the likelihood that being that they're teenagers, they're actually gonna listen to their parents? A lot of likelihoods. You know what I mean? So that's Bionic 1 right there. There's not really like, I don't know how to explain this to y'all, but Bionic 1, let me show y'all, let me read y'all Bionic 1 to y'all. Give me a second. So Bionic 1 was played by Jack Bennett, right? His real name is Jack Bennett. He's an engineer, an expert test pilot, and secret known agent as the world is Bionic 1. He enjoys gourmet cooking, even participating in the Paris Food Conference. Bionic 1 powers are mostly related to his bionic eyes, including X-ray vision, telescopic sights, energy blasts, low-powered beams that temporarily cause electronic devices to malfunction and even turn against his users, and enhanced hearing. This last capability beyond even powers of other team members. Each possesses superhuman levels of hearing in their own rights. His family was initially unaware of his secret bionic identity until bestowed with powers of their own. Bionic 1 was voiced by John Stevenson. So that's Bionic 1, y'all. Straight up, Bionic 1 was, oh man, this cartoon is so cool. So that's Bionic 1. Now, Mother 1, right? For all y'all wondering, Mother 1 is this lady right here. So Mother 1, you know what? Let me see if I can get a better picture of Mother 1. This is Mother 1. Y'all give me a second. I'm about to flip the camera around. That's Mother 1 right there. You know what I'm saying? She has telekinetic powers right there. And Mother 1, for y'all wondering, so look, let me see if I can get more. So this is more of the cartoons. You know, it's YouTube, so you have to get lucky and hope you find some information. But most of it I'm freestyling on top because I remember the cartoon. So Mother 1, also known as Helen Bennett, aka Mother 1, is Jack's wife. She's an oceanic grapher, an accomplished marine biologist. Mother 1 possesses various ESP powers that allow her to occasionally see glimpses of the future, telepathically communicate with other sentient and non-sentient beings. Let me see. Determine the function and the operation of the mechanical devices by mentally tracing their internal workings, and can mentally project hologram-like optical illusions. She's also an accomplished fighter, having bested Dr. Scarab's henchman, Madame O, on the occasions when the two physically fought each other one-on-one. She was voiced by Carol Bilger. Yeah, this cartoon, man, oh my God, it was so cool. It was the 1980s, man, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. Now you got Eric Bennett, aka Sport 1. Hold on, give me a second. So Eric Bennett, aka Sport 1, is Jack and Helen's blonde athletic son. Now let me show you Sport 1. Sport 1 is this dude right here. Where is this dude? Oh man, you gotta be telling me. This is Sport 1 right here. Y'all, I'm about to flip the camera, y'all. Boy, they don't have too many pictures, but that's Sport 1 right there. You know what I'm saying? And this cartoon was honestly a animated toy series before it became a cartoon. So that's Sport 1 right there. Sport 1 was one of these amazing cartoons, amazing characters. Each one had a power. So how y'all doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate all of y'all joining me tonight. Welcome to Science Vision Art Life, episode number 224. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for joining me. I know it's late, but hey, this episode got to get through. I do my podcast when I can. It's not when I can, when I get off work. I don't like to miss an episode. So y'all, thank you for joining me tonight. And please subscribe, like, and definitely hit the notification button if you haven't already done that. So thank you for joining me, man. Appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate y'all's positive energy too as well, man. I appreciate all that. So now look, let's get to this. Back to Eric Bennett, aka Sport 1, who's the son of Jack and Helen, right? At a local Albert Einstein High School, Eric is a shortstop on the baseball team, the Einstein Adams. He routinely employs baseball vernacular in his dialogue, as Sport 1 employs electromagnetic powers to attract or repel metallic objects with tremendous force, meld them together, or even rip them apart. This force is directional, and by varying the configuration of his hands or by using one or both of his arms, Sport 1 can adjust the strength or attraction of repulsion. He can also use objects as he would baseball bat, including steel beams, lampposts, and other objects, including baseball bats, to redirect incoming objects and blast energy blast. Infused with the same field that comes from those his arms, he can use originally fragile objects to hit and deflect things that normally could not. In one instance, he used a steel beam to hit a incoming asteroid. He was voiced by Hal Rail. Yeah, this cartoon, man, like I say, if you never watched it, Bionic Six is one hell of a cartoon to go watch. If you don't have it available on your... Only way I've ever actually been able to watch this cartoon is on YouTube. I've never really... you can't really get it anywhere else unless you buy the actual collection, the DVD set. You know what I'm saying? Or the VHS tape set. That's the only way you're watching this cartoon. So that's Sport One. Next up is Rock One. Thank all of y'all for joining me tonight, man. Welcome to episode number 224, Savage Your Podcast. So look, this is Rock One right here. Y'all give me a second. Now check this out. I'm about to flip the camera again. Look, check that out. That's Rock One right there. Rock One is a amazing character from the Bionic Six cartoon. Look at that. This is Rock One right here. So she's super fast. And I do mean super fast. She can move. So that's Rock One right there. Rock One is a super fast character. She's now let me read you a profile because y'all gotta know about this. So now her name is Meg Bennett, aka Rock One, Jack and Helen's daughter and ex-younger sister. Meg is excitable and somewhat, I'm not gonna use the word, music-loving teenager. She's prone to habitual use of future slang phrases like solar, comparable to awesome, as well as the prefixes mega, as befitting her first name, Ultra. At Albert Einstein High School, Meg is a member of the debate team. In a number of episodes, she's seen dating a classmate named Beam. As Rock One, she can emit sonic beams from her shoulder blast units mounted on her shoulders. The blaster units are only visible when she assumes bionic mode. While all the six can run at superhuman speed, Meg is the fastest among them by a large margin. She and Eric are the only Bennett offspring biologically related to the other and to their parents. Meg was voiced by Bobby Block. So Bionic Six, I told y'all, Rock One and Jack One and Sport One are the daughters and sons of Mother One and Sport and Bionic One. So that's, y'all knew that already. So y'all knew what time it was right there. No, she's not the strongest. Rock One is not the strongest. She's the fastest. IQ is the strongest. You know what I'm saying? IQ is the strongest. So IQ is the strongest. That's for sure. So all of y'all, welcome to the chat, man. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to another episode of Salvation Not Life, episode number 224. I really appreciate y'all joining me tonight. Thank you so much for the energy too. And then next up is IQ. James Dwight, JD, Corey, aka IQ. Now IQ is this guy right here. Now let me click on IQ. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Give me a second, y'all. I gotta click on IQ. IQ. Oh man, they ain't got no pictures. This is terrible. Are you serious? Man, I'm gonna have to go to the cartoon and get IQ. So y'all give me a second. This is terrible. Y'all give me a second. I'm actually gonna have to find out. So this is IQ. I let you guys go into my YouTube right here. This is IQ right here. Yeah, he's a brother. That's right. Now look, let me find another. Let me see if I can find IQ. Okay, so I'm gonna try. And deep in the sea. Let me find IQ. I gotta find IQ. This is terrible. That's Sport One right there. There we go. That's IQ right there. Yeah, he's strong as hell. So IQ is the smartest person on the team and also the strongest, but that's IQ right there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this cartoon is probably one of the few cartoons. This cartoon right here is probably one of the few cartoons they can actually remake that actually might be good. So that's IQ right there. So IQ is the strongest guy on the team. Now let's break down IQ. Real name Dwight. He was adopted, first of all. Real name James Dwight, JD Corey, aka IQ. He's Jack and Helen's remarkably intelligent, adopted African-American son. He enjoys amateur boxing, although he is not particularly skilled at it. As IQ, he has super intelligent, as befitting his codename. More, however, while of the 6 have superhuman strength, JD is the strongest among them by a large margin. He was the only team member whose bionic code name did not include number 1 as a suffix. He was voiced by Newman Bernard. You know, that really bothered me that he wasn't called IQ1. That kind of made me mad. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell are y'all doing? Why the hell didn't y'all call him IQ1 or something? Yeah, definitely got to check this out, user. Trust me, you're going to like this cartoon. This cartoon is amazing. It's available free on YouTube. So for all of y'all who have never seen it, now is a good time to check it out. So I'm glad I did this episode, man. Appreciate y'all being here. So that's IQ right there. Now, next up is Karate 1. Oh, yeah. Brian Tucci. So, Karate 1. They are, man, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Well, at least I found this one. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's Karate 1. Now, this is Karate 1 right here. Y'all give me a second. Y'all see that? That's Karate 1 right there. Karate 1. Oh, yeah. That's Karate 1. Oh, now all of a sudden they can show me pictures. Man, these people suck. Man, whatever. So, this is Mother 1, as y'all can see. Y'all know what's up. This is how am I getting into Go School? What in God's name? This is Bionic 1 right there, as y'all have seen already. So that's the there we go. So that's Sport 1 right there. Now, Sport 1 is the karate guy on the team. I remember growing up as a kid, I used to be like, why they gotta make the Karate 1 Asian person? But typical Hollywood, boy, they can never get past their own bullshit. It's just what it is. They so full of crap. They don't know when they're being racist, and they'll say they're not racist. Now check this out. Benji, right, is Karate 1. So his name is Bonjuro Benji Tasukahara, aka Karate 1. Jack and Helen's adopted son. I'm not saying Japanese, hell no. It's just adopted son. There were 2 adopted on this cartoon series. IQ and Karate 1 both adopted. Rock 1 and Sport 1 were not adopted. They're actually their biological kids. So now, he was placed under their guardianship after his own father disappeared 10 years earlier somewhere in the East. Bunji is an avid karate enthusiast. As Karate 1, his already formidable martial arts prowess is enhanced by his bionics. He is the most agile of the 6, among the 6 Bionic 6, and his super sharp reflexes are surpassed only by those of Rock 1, who is voiced by Brian Tucci. So, you know what I'm saying? So Karate 1 is the great martial arts of the team. Nobody's even close in terms of martial arts skills, man. Karate 1 is that dude when it comes to that martial arts. He ain't for play. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other people like Fluffy Day, robotic cybernetic gorilla, right? And then you got the villains like Dr. Scarab, who's the main villain. I don't want to forget Dr. Sharp. Dr. Sharp, I can't believe I forgot Dr. Sharp. Almost forgot Dr. Sharp. So Professor Dr. Adamus Sharp. Let me see if I can find him, man. Oh, there we go. Yes, I did. I found Professor Sharp. That's right. So here we go. Look, that's Professor Sharp right there, y'all. Look, let me do this right quick. That's Professor Sharp right there. Y'all see that? That's Professor Sharp. So that's the guy who designed all the bionics for the entire team. That's Professor Sharp right there. He the one who did all that work. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who brought them together. So thank all of y'all. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to another episode of Savage Not Life. My name is Adewale Booker Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star over here. Thank you. Welcome to another episode. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Definitely thank you for joining us. Welcome to the positive zone, as I like to call it. So Professor Sharp, who's one of the characters, the last one I'm going to introduce, is the genius scientist who infused Bionic 6 team with their bionics. All his research is supported by the government, and Sharp's technology must be periodically reviewed by the government agency Q10. He lives alone in his private museum, which houses his secret special projects lab. The hidden base of the Bionic 6, Adamus, is also Scarab's brother. Sharp excels in the fields of aeronautics, animatronics, archaeology, bionics, and neurology. He's voiced by Alan Hafenheim, who also did the voicing. I think also did the voice of King Arthur on the TV show Prince Valiant. So definitely that's for sure right there. Now, And so that's where that's at. But Dr. Sharp is actually Scarab's older brother, which is the crazy thing. And don't worry, I'm gonna talk about Dr. Scarab. So now let's go to the villains, right? So Dr. Scarab, if I can even find this picture, hopefully I can. Yes, I can, which is cool because he's the only villain I'm gonna really introduce. This is Dr. Scarab right here for Bionic 6. That's right. I know y'all start be like, man, this cartoon brings back memories. I'm sure it does. I hope it does. But this is Dr. Scarab right there. Now, Dr. Scarab, I'm gonna break it down, is the younger brother of Professor Sharp. And he's also a villainous villain, man. This dude is unscrupulous. He spends his old time trying to figure out how he's gonna ruin the Bionic Six life, coming up with all kinds of schemes to defeat them and destroy them, man. So the primary villain of the series is Dr. Scarab, real name Dr. Wilma Sharp, PhD, who is Adamus Sharp's, who is Professor Sharp's younger brother. Scarab is a hefty, egotistical, brilliant, and occasionally comical man who yawns for the secret to eternal life and world domination. His right eye has been modified with a monocle that has low-powered scanner that can detect individuals with their bionics, even when they are disguised, and his destructive, high-powered beam. In rare instances throughout the series, he seemingly demonstrates superhuman bionic strength of his own. On at least one occasion, he picked up Mother One effortlessly and threw her around. In another instance, he was seen carrying as much as solid gold out of Fort Knox as his other bionic minions, several hundred pounds worth. He is voiced by Jim McGraw. And there's also two other villains like Glove, Madam O, Mechanic, Chopper, Clunk, Miss Scarab and Scarbrina, Shadow Boxer. You know what I'm saying? So these were cool, man. And then of course you had other supporting characters like Bungie's father. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Salvation Not Life. My name is Adewale Booker Jr. Thank you for subscribing. So please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification button if you already haven't done that. Thanks for joining me. So yo, that's all the characters in the Bionic 6 universe, man. Now next up is animation. Animation, I'm gonna get straight to it, man. This is one of the coolest cartoons you've ever seen. I'm going to play your cartoon intro. I might even play you some of the episode 2 while I'm at it. This cartoon was next level, y'all. I gotta tell you, when I used to watch it as a kid, especially now that I can rewatch it, oh, this cartoon was fire. It was lit. There was nothing like Bionic 6 on television, and actually, it got me drawing a drawing of my family. Like I called it Bionic 6. I drew myself, my mother, my father, my two brothers, and my sister, and I called it Bionic 6. I literally drew it, but I'm not gonna show you the pictures. That's private picture. I'm not showing that to y'all. But for all of y'all, welcome to the chat joining me. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Look, check this out, y'all. Look at this. Bionic 6. That's right. Look at that. The cartoon series. So visit sunvision.com and get your order on. If you love posters, you definitely want to get that poster, man. So thank all of y'all for joining me. And look, now I'm about to play you the Bionic cartoon series. And the season went for 2 episodes. It was 2 amazing episodes of the season of the cartoon series. 2 amazing episodes. I think 33 episodes per season. So season 1, yeah, let's look at it. I'm pretty sure it's 30 something episodes. So season 1 had 22 episodes. Wow. And season 2 had 43. I stand corrected, my bad. So season 1 started off with Valley of the Shadows, Enter Bungie, Eric Bats 1000, Clunk and Love, all kinds of stuff like that. Family Affair, all kinds of episodes like that, man. These things were amazing. Then of course you had season 2, Holidays. So season 1 was in the spring of 1987, and then season 2 was in the fall of 1987. So now let me show you the cartoon, y'all. Now get ready to see the Bionic 6 cartoon. I'm gonna flip the camera, y'all. So y'all just gonna have to pay me no mind, but I'm gonna flip the camera so y'all can see Bionic 6 the cartoon. Here we go. I fight for them, they fight for me. A super future family.
Brought together by fate and given superpowers through the miracle of modern science.
Bionic Six. Super future family. And we're so very proud to be Bionic Six. Dun, dun, dun. First adventure. So look, I'm gonna run it back one more time because for all y'all, look, Bionic Six intro. Man, I gotta run it back.
The future family. A family brought together by fate and given superpowers through the miracle of modern science. Bionic Six. We brought together, we fight for life. Super future family.
We're so very proud to be Bionic Six. Now look, now this is the episode. This is the episode of Bionic Six right here, episode number 1. So, y'all, that was the cartoon intro right there, right? And now I'm gonna play you some of the cartoon, actually, the Bionic Six animated series cartoon. Yes, I showed you the intro. Well, let me play a little bit of the episode just so y'all can see. And then, trust me, after watching this, y'all are definitely gonna go on to the find Bionic Six on YouTube because I know that's where it's available. So, y'all, give me a second. I'm about to play Bionic Six. I'm about to flip the camera around again. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to another episode of Sound Vision Our Life. My name is Adewale Bukit Jr. Welcome to the Sound Vision Podcast, episode number 224. Bionic Six, an amazing cartoon from the 1980s, man. Y'all definitely got to get down with this one. So I'm about to flip this. Let y'all see some of this episode, man. Check this out.
Helen. 4 a.m. I guess they ought to be asleep.
Let me see if I can get some action in this thing. Hey, look. Oh my God, I hate Google and its commercials. Man, it's annoying. All right, y'all, give me a second. Whatever. So now I'm gonna flip the camera back around again, y'all. Right here, look at this. This is the cartoon action right here. He's gonna turn all the other family members into cartoons.
My family bionic? Well, it's too unpredictable. I don't think we have a choice.
So here we go.
When the argon level hits 6,000, a quantum leap will be made. That's when you hit it. Ready, Professor. Jack, look at this. I can't believe it. The signal is back. Well, Professor, I guess I have to go back.
No, dear, you have it wrong. From now on, we work together.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, guys, thanks to Professor Sharp, from now on, it's the Bionic Six.
Oh, look at that. Tell me that ain't cool. Tell me that ain't cool. Tell me that wasn't super cool, man. So, y'all, that's the animation series right there, man. So, I don't know of any comics. I don't remember seeing anything about comics. I can't remember if there was ever comics. I don't remember that. I don't think this cartoon ever had comics, y'all. I don't remember books. Maybe, but no comics, man. It really didn't get comics because I don't remember comics. I trust me, if there was comics, I probably would have seen it. But there was action figures, there was toys and stuff. There's a lot of toys. Like, you can find a lot of toys about Bionic Six on YouTube, but that's not really why I'm doing this episode. I'm doing this episode because of cartoon. I love cartoons. I'm not an action figure guy. I know I got to be one day because of my characters as well, but there wasn't no toys that I remember, man. So, yo, that's Bionic Six right there. Now, let's get to the last but not least, man. Getting your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Your health is your wealth. every episode I always talk about being healthy, man, mentally healthy. It's important to be mentally healthy. Love yourself, have an appreciation of yourself. And because of my therapy, it's helped me to understand a lot of things about life, man. And it's probably one of the reasons why I'm very successful today. Getting Your Mind Right is always an episode, a segment that I do in my podcast episodes. For all of y'all joining me, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us. Salvation Art Life. You know what I'm saying? This is a podcast episode. We're nearing the end. Thank you all so much for joining me. Appreciate all of y'all joining me. But today is Bionic 6, episode number 224. And in every episode, I always talk about getting your mind right. So getting your mind right is this right here. This book is a journal that I used to write my daily activity. And I used to be in therapy. So my last therapy session was in like May 7th of this year, 2025. It was my last session, but I realized then that I was good. I was healed. I was where I need to be. So trauma, anxiety, all those things that I used to have, I don't have it no more. I'm cleaned of it. The way I think, the way I process, the way everything is going, I gotta tell you, thank you. Tell you straight up, I'm grateful for it, man. You have to have a different type of approach, a different type of way you live once you got in therapy. It makes you to have understand less anger and understanding of self and not being afraid of who you are, but living as who you want to be. So for me, if you're gonna get a therapist, please get somebody who's private. Don't go for none of these corporate type therapy, like some of the crap that I see on YouTube with these commercials. I find it infuriating to see people actually playing with people's mentalities. You know what I'm saying? People actually need help, not for you to profit off their health. And that's the problem that I have a lot of mental, a lot of corporate mental therapy. I can't stand it, man. You know what I mean? But I believe in privacy. You need to get a private therapist, find one. There's plenty of them out there, man. And get one that's actually going to help you. Like mine made me start a journal. He didn't make me, said he wanted me to get a journal and just start writing everything that's going on. I did. I even got a book called Feeling Good. Give me a second. I'm going to get you the book. This book right here. It's called Feeling Good. Trust me, it's a great read. I'm nearing the end, but it's a great read, man. This is some of the books that therapists recommended to me. So therapy is not something to run from. Therapy is something to make you better, man. So you can live healthy. Be the healthiest version of yourself. I honestly think without therapy, I wouldn't be here where I am now today. All the things I'm accomplishing. The mentality that I have, the strength that I have, the fortitude that I have, all that stuff. So thank all of y'all. Like I say, I recommend it, man. And if you know you want to be something in life, get yourself the needed help you need so you can get where you need to go, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's what's up right there, man. Look, let me grab a t-shirt. I literally almost forgot. Oh, my God. Give me a second. So, y'all, that's my Get Your Mind Right segment. Every episode, every podcast episode, every time I come on, I will always do that. I'm not going to run from it. It's something that I do. It's something that I enjoy talking about. Mental health, getting people where they need to be and to be mentally where you need to be, man. So thank all of y'all for joining me, man. It's something I do, man. And look, if you love journals, these are available on my website, sanusi.com. These are definitely available on my website. As you can see, just my personal journal. This is literally journal number 9. And I'm going on journal number 10 pretty soon, which is this one right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely been a big up for me, man. Number 10 right here. So all of y'all visit soundvision.com and get your order on and join the movement, man. And get your mind right. You are your best health. Be your best friend. Be your most loving person. And get what you need and get the help you need. They're out there now. A lot of companies now are spending money not only to have people physically healthy, but to be mentally healthy too as well, because we need that. Because nowadays we got too much chaos going on in the world to where people aren't at peace with themselves, which in turn, when you're harming, when you're hurting, you want to hurt others, and that should not be the way you want to operate and live your life. You know what I mean? So yo, that's Getting Your Mind Right segment right there, man. So y'all, that was an amazing an amazing talking about podcast. I mean, I think mental health for me is very important. I think you need to focus on that so you can be the best version of yourself. A lot of people run from themselves. You don't run from your problem. You figure out a way to solve the problem. And anxiety, all those kind of things are not things that they can just drop. You need to, it takes time. It's one of those things that has to dissolve. You can tell if people are at peace or if they're not at peace by the way they wear their face. I always notice it all the time, even their energy. When you're at peace, you have a lot of peace. Thank y'all so much for joining me, man. Welcome to another episode of Salvation Art Life, episode number 224. So, yo, that's my segment today, man, about mental health and getting your mind right. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and there's therapy out there, man. I'm sure there's companies that you work for, they offer that. That's actually one of the biggest things. At my job, I've got therapy sessions, and I use them. I don't need it anymore. When I first started my job, the first thing I did was I used up all 8 sessions that were available, and then I had to start paying for the sessions through my insurance, and then I had to start paying for sessions through my own pocket. So it worked for me. Either way, I don't regret any single penny that I spent for all those sessions that I did. And I think around May 7th of this year, May 7th, 2025 this year, I told my therapist this was our last session. And he understood, said, yeah, this is your last session. You no longer need this. So I'm in a great space, man. So y'all, that's what's up with getting your mind right now. Last but not least is my final thoughts. And usually when I talk about my final thoughts, y'all, it's usually about the episode itself, which was Bionic 6. And thank all of y'all for joining me tonight, man. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank you so much for the energy. Look at this right here. Bionic 6 is what you came to look at, and Bionic 6 is what I shall show you. Look at that. This poster is available on soundvision.com in 11 by 17, 13 by 19, 24 by 36. You name it, I've got it on the website. So thank y'all for joining me, man. And look, Bionic 6 is an amazing group of family superheroes. Bionic 1, Mother 1, Sport 1, Rock 1, IQ, Karate 1, Dr. Sharp. Oh my God. I'm over here trying to read villains, man. My bad. Dr. Scarab. But these are the villains that you are having. And these guys, sorry for yawning, y'all. I just got off work, man. It was actually, you know what I'm saying? So Dr. Scarab was the main villain of this whole thing, man. And he was messing up the show, let me tell you. Just causing mayhem and chaos everywhere you can think of. But Bionic 6, man, one of the greatest cartoons you've ever seen. Look. Let me see if I can bring up the poster. Here we go again. For all of y'all who love art, visit soundvision.com right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's soundvision.com right there, man. So all of y'all, thank you for joining me, man. So that's the poster right there. Now, before I get out of here, and of course the things that I talked about were the origins of the Bionic Six, and this cartoon went for 2 seasons. Season 1 was for the spring of 1987, and then season 2 was fall of 1987. 2 seasons, 22 episodes first season, 43 episodes second season. That's an odd combination number, but it worked. It's what happened. It's how we watched the cartoon, so it is what it is. So y'all, it was an amazing episode, man. But Bionic 6 right here, available on soundvision.com right now. Poster. So today's episode is about Bionic 6, man. I know y'all remember some Bionic 6. I know y'all do. There's no way y'all don't remember this cartoon. For all of y'all who knows anything about 1980s cartoon, you know this was one of them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, Ronin Warriors, Bionic 6, Brave Star, He-Man. Oh, the list is endless. There are some who say that the 1980s was the golden era of cartoons. I wouldn't disagree with them if they said so, because a lot of the ideas that came from the 1980s got catapulted into the 1990s. But I still feel like the 1990s was the golden age of cartoons. The cartoons really, really went to another level. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's for me, the Bionic 6, the cartoon. Now, as always, I always talk about the cool products that I have, right? You know what I'm saying? But none is going to be more cooler than the comic book that I'm going to show y'all today. Phone cases is something that I sell now. Bucket hats, you can look at this. Bucket hats, this is available on soundvision.com. Double-sided bucket hats. I'm showing you a few products. Look at this. Water bottles. And yes, it is a water bottle, literally. This is available on my website, soundvision.com. You know what I mean? We got water bottles, y'all. Then, of course, we got bucket hats. Can't forget the bucket hats now. Look at this. Double-sided bucket hats. And look, you can reverse it. So this is a bucket hat available on my website, soundvision.com. Gotta love it, man. So thank all of y'all for joining me. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. Thanks to everybody who keeps showing up, man, to watch. I must be doing something right. I know it's late, but people are still here. But these are bucket hats right here. Then I've got phone cases now. Phone cases. And then I'm going to show you the last 2 things I want to show you. T-shirts and sneakers. Look at this. Phone cases. We got phone cases now. So for iPhones, Samsung Galaxies, and Google Pixels, all the way. We're going to have iPhone 17s on the website pretty soon. So if you don't see it on there, trust me, it will be available for order. But yo, these are phone cases right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Phone cases available now on soundvision.com. Now, let me show y'all some, I've already shown y'all some posters, which y'all have already seen. But I'm going to see if I can show y'all. Look, we got glasses cases too. You didn't know that, huh? Oh yeah, we got glasses cases. Look at this. Glasses case with his own custom cleaning cloth. And yes, these are actually my glasses right here. But if I want to clean them, guess what I would do? I would grab the custom cleaning cloth, which looks exactly like the glasses case. You see that right there? Look at this. Matching set, y'all. Glasses cases. And look, I'd clean my glasses case like I'm about to do right now. You can see right there. I'm wiping that thing. Glasses case with their own custom cleaning cloth. That's right. And then I put on the glasses. You see how cool that is? So this is what we're doing over here at Sound Division, man. Making all kinds of cool stuff. And you know I'm going to show you some sneakers. That is for sure. And then I'm going to show you the last two important things I got to show y'all. The comic book, the Cardiac Assassins Training Day comic book. Now look, let me get you some sneakers. Hold on real quick. Oh, before I forget, look at this. Apparel, man. I'm going to mess around and forget this. These are the custom apparel that I make now. These are the men's apparel. T-shirt with custom sweatpants. Look at this. Next level of stuff, y'all. Man, all Cardiac Assassins right there. Then you got the women's apparel. You got Escalade right there, and then sport leggings. Right? Look, sport leggings. Custom design art. Oh yeah, you ain't never seen nothing like this, man. So you can visit soundvision.com and get your order on and join the movement. You know what I'm saying? Now look, let me get some sneakers for y'all. I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna talk about the Cardiac Assassin universe. Hey, look, y'all. I got sneakers too. The Bata Sport 2s. I wanted y'all to see this. Look at this right here. The Bata Sport 2s. Available now on soundvision.com. Yes, that's right. Sport 2s. These are great for your feet. If you love wearing sneakers that make your feet feel good, trust me, you want to go get you one of these right here. These are available on soundvision.com. And then you got the Bata's low tops. Look at this. Man, hold on. Give me a second. I'm actually literally... So these are available on soundvision.com. Look at this right here. The Batas 3 low tops. These are actually mine. So these are actually mine right here. I wear these to school. I wear these out and about. These are actually mine right here. These are available on soundvision.com. You can visit my website, soundvision.com, and get your order on. You know what I'm saying? These are the Batas 3 low tops. And then I'm going to show you the Batas 2s, the Sport 2s. Look at this. The Sport 2s right here. These are great for working out. If you're a mountain climber, if you're an athletic individual, you want these right here. But also too, if you're a nurse, you work in retail, you're on your feet for long periods of hours, these are the ones you want right here, man. Trust me. See these whole compressions right here? They allow your feet to have shock absorbers. So I love working out these. These are actually my general wear ones. Then I also have ones that I like wearing for working out, for running. Those are the ones I use right here. You see that right there? So this is available on soundvision.com as well, man. You know what I mean? Your boy doing this doggone thing. Now, and just for kicks, I gotta show y'all these right here. Look at this. Cardiac Assassins kid sneakers right here. And then, of course, you got Iron Man and Blade Batas 3s right here. These are collector's edition sneakers right here, both of these. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want these right here, you gotta visit my website to get a copy of these right here, boy. These are definitely available. Now, last but not least, right? Gotta showcase what's the real deal tonight. Cardiac Assassins Training Day. This is a t-shirt from the Cardiac Assassins Training Day available now on soundvision.com. Custom t-shirt available now to promote the comic book that's actually coming out. That's already out now. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Look at this. Cardiac Assassins Training Day, the t-shirt available now for men and women, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Look at this t-shirt right here. Custom design made for yours truly. But this is actually my t-shirt. So, but you can order your own too on the website, soundvision.com. It's a limited edition t-shirt now, available with the best material that I make, man. It's next level stuff, y'all. I love what I made now. And also too, because I'm going to advertise it. I will be available. I will be attending Los Angeles Comic-Con this year. Table number 0Q05. That's right. Los Angeles Comic-Con, I will be there this year. I can't wait, man. I'm excited about it. Now look, tonight, I wanted to let y'all know the official first Cardiac Assassins Training Day comic book is out now. The first comic book in the Cardiac Assassins universe. That's right. You damn right I brought it out. Look at this right here, man. Available now on soundvision.com. The book is out. You can see the front cover. You can see the back cover. This thing has been popping, man. I've been selling it to the right people, man, all day, every day. Awesome Crane, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat, man. It's good to see you, man. Guess what I got in my hand? The first official Carjack Assassin comic book is out now. It's on my website now, man. It's been popping, man, since I dropped it. It has been moving units, baby. I'm very proud of it. Very proud of what I've achieved with it, man. It's good to see you, bro. You have come a long way, brother. Since the last time I seen you. I'm not even sure when's the last time I seen you, man. Yeah, it's definitely, look, you got the front cover, you got the back cover, right? Look at that thing. It's next level. And then you got the inside of the comic book. And yes, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up right now. The comic book is $200. I've been selling that at $200. I'm not gonna stop either. This ain't no comic book. This is a comic book that's an art piece. This is the kind of thing you buy, and then 5 years later it's worth like $2,000. That's the problem with people, man. They think they've got this mentality of penny pinching. I'm not gonna devalue myself. All right, man. Have a good night, man. Take care of yourself, man. Good day. Stay blessed, man. Stay blessed. And you can check out the comic book if you want to on the website. But appreciate all of y'all who continue to join me, man. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, man. Hey, y'all. So look, like I say, this comic book is out already, available on soundvision.com right now. It's a great read. I've been selling it, and trust me, it will be available at the web at LA Comic Con. At LA Comic Con. That's right. At LA Comic Con. I've stopped with the amount of views that I'm getting now, the amount of traction I'm getting on my YouTube channel. I don't remember a lot of people from back in the day anymore, man. I remember if I remember, and some people I don't remember at all because the people were not consistent. They weren't consistent, so there's no. I generally have a tendency of not remembering inconsistent people. Inconsistent people are what don't allow your dreams to flourish. So if you want your dreams to flourish, stay away from inconsistent people. You know what I'm saying? Always keep the consistent people. Consistent people are worth keeping around. Inconsistent people gotta go. So consistency is what helped me to finish this comic book, man. I mean, look at this thing. You got the heroes, the carjacks. You got the villains, the assassins. You got Sincere, Diesel, Cajun, Glocks, Shepherd, Escalade, Sphinx, Rasputin right there. Then you got the villain side. You got Yukon. You got Kenji. You got Snipes. You got Excursion. You got Artillery. You got Sun Tzu. You got Seth. And then you got Revo right there. So this comic book is a great read. It changed my life, man. I didn't realize how great of a book this was till I actually finished it. You know what I'm saying? So let me put this like this. So for all of y'all who are fans of comics, who are collectors of comics, and love the coolest of the coolest, you gotta go get you this comic book, man. I've been selling it. I'm not gonna stop selling it. It's the value that it's valued at. When you visit my website, it's $200. I'm not hiding the price. For anybody who thought I was gonna drop a comic book and drop it for $5, you got me twisted. Hell no. You got me freaking twisted. In fact, let me say, you got me fucking twisted. You think I spent 9 years creating this comic book so I can sell it for $5? You got me twisted. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of copies, but I have just enough to have only a set number of people to have it in their hand. I don't want everybody to have my comic book because then it has no value. So for those who buy it, those who have bought it, they already know what's up, man. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of this creation. Everybody ain't my buyer, and I'm not done with looking for that, man. Everybody ain't your customer. So I'm not gonna devalue myself for nobody. Yes, you have to pay $200 for a comic book. There's comic books out there that are getting sold for $800, $500. You know what I'm saying? So I will not devalue myself for anybody. So thank all of y'all for joining me, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's Carjack Assassins Training Day comic book, available now on soundvision.com, y'all. It is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So yo, visit soundvision.com and get your order on, y'all. Join the movement. I say join the movement. That's right. So y'all, thank you for joining me tonight, man. Thank you so much for joining me, man. Please, we gotta get up out of here. Before we get up out of here, we gotta thank these sponsors. This Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Homeland Fashions, home of authentic African fashion and accessories from the motherland. Thank you so much for joining me, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you if you're not already subscribed, please hit the like, please hit the notification button. Thank you so much. And this podcast is also brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, search Tigler. Don't wait. That's Tigler.com, y'all. Don't wait. That's Tigler.com. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. The Anadel Foot and Ankle will make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. Look, like I say, man, this Sound Vision podcast, thank you so much for listening, man. Today we got to talk about the Bionic Six. Let me buzz out the poster again. How come I keep losing the picture, man? Dang. There we go. Bionic 6 right here. For all of y'all who don't know, if you've never seen the cartoon, please go watch the cartoon. It is all that and a bag of chips. That's right. All that and a bag of chips, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, Bionic 6, man. Trust me. Go visit my website. Go to YouTube and check out Bionic 6. Trust me, it is the jump off. You know what I'm saying? So thank all of y'all for listening, man. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Booker Jr. Please check out my website, soundvision.com, for all the cool stuff that I get. Look, let me pop in the comic book link again for all y'all who heard me talking about the comic book. And also, let me pop in my website link as well, soundvision.com, so you can check out all the cool gear that I got. But through the link of the comic book, you can definitely get to the website, so that ain't no problem. And thank all of y'all for joining me tonight, man, because the views tonight have been amazing. It's an amazing number. I'm grateful for the success, man. Can't even really complain. So please check out the website for all my cool gear. Bucket hats, water bottles, phone cases, and definitely can't forget Carjack Assassins Training Day comic book. You gotta go get you one of these right here. So y'all, that's what's up, man. And please check out our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our channel. If you already haven't hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification button. I love what I do. That's why I'm here at this time of night. You know you got love for something when you are doing a podcast at this time of night. Who listens to a podcast at this time of night? But people have been listening, man. The views on this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm about to end the episode soon. You can definitely rewatch if you want to. Thank you for joining me, man. I really appreciate all of y'all, man. So please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button, man. Thank you so much. And please check out our social media platforms at YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram. I'm more of a YouTube and TikTok guy. Facebook is okay. X is definitely it's okay. Instagram is good, but X is probably the least used one that I use out of all of them. I'm more for YouTube and TikTok, and then followed by Facebook and Instagram. I'm not a really big X guy. You know what I'm saying? It's not because Elon Musk bought it. I just never been an X guy. I don't really find Twitter to be that interesting. I still call it Twitter. I don't care. I'm not calling it X. It sounds weird calling it X, man. And like I say, man, please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And you know, as you do anything in life, you should always remember my 2 lines that I always say. 1, there's no success in skipping steps. The back of the line is just as important as the front of the line. Be determined, not desperate. And then the second one, your dreams can be delayed but must never be extinguished. So wait your time while the universe delivers your right hand. Be determined, not desperate. Y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. And look, while I'm at it, you know what I'm saying? Should I play y'all the Bionic 6 intro again? Why not? Let me just play it for y'all. Let me just play it for y'all one more time. One more time, y'all. One more time. Why not? One more time. There we go. I fight for them. They fight for me. We can be high on the mountains and deep in the sea. Bionic Six. We're all together. We fight for right. Bionic Six. We are so proud to be a super future family.
A family brought together by fate and given superpowers through the miracle of modern science.
Bionic Six. We all together. We fight for right. Super future family. And we're so very proud to be Bionic Six.
And that's it right there, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to show it to y'all. That's how I want to end it. So like I always say, man, continue to aspire and achieve. You know what? First of all, review us. Rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And always, something I always like to tell everybody when they're watching my channel. Believe in yourself. Aspire to your dreams. Trust in yourself. Have faith in yourself. I ain't talking about no religious mess. No. I'm talking about the growth and the belief that you have in yourself to aspire to your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. This comic book right here is a dream come true. I made this comic book come true. 9 years of work. I started in 2016. I finished in 2025. I'm so grateful. Copyrighted, trademarked it, did all that paperwork stuff, man. Now it's out on my website, soundvision.com. And I released it independently, which brings me even more satisfaction. So, yo, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a good night. You know what I'm saying? As I always like to say, man, give us a 5-star, review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a good night. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.